coloring. Sorry, I was sharpening pencils.
There's no need to apologize.
We're going to do some coloring in Manga Mermaids and Other Sea Creatures by Camilla Derrico. That page in particular.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just sharpening up pencils. Nearly done, darlings.
Kimball, do you want to know that your advertiser this week is GoDaddy.com?
What's GoDaddy?
It's like a website builder, but it just sounds more entertaining than it actually is.
I know, right? I was hoping for something a little juicier than website building. I suppose you could build a juicy website. We're a little tired today. We've done so many hikes in the past 2 days. We've eaten at so many different cafes and eaten food that we don't normally eat. So our bodies are like, well, what the hell? But we're doing the best we can.
We love life. That's all we can say.
That's true.
We were actually out filming a vlog for the Rocky and Kimball channel, and it's going to be a doozy, guys.
Rocky was exhausted. He basically passed out when he got home.
I've had an hour nap today and yesterday. It's just been insane, but we had a lot of fun.
Okay, I think we are done sharpening.
Cool.
Oh, I love it when you sharpen neon colors and like their little pencil flakes like blend. It's so pretty.
Trisha says hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Trisha.
See how pretty those are?
Wait, let me zoom in. Magical.
Okay, so let's go to the top down.
Oh my god, so quickly?
Well, I'm going to try and get this all done in one sitting.
Oh my god. We better just stop messing around then and get to work.
Let's stop messing around. Just get to work, peeper. So we've got the color chart here. I may or may not stick to all these colors. I just pulled out the ones I thought I'd be using. Not 100%. I do change my mind.
100%?
That doesn't go there. So let's scooch all those over there. We're going to try and do a little bit darker skin tones. So when it comes to darker skin tones, I get scared adding... I don't really get scared. I just tend not to add in purples and pinks and stuff because they don't show up the way that I want them to. I haven't found like the right purples and pinks to make it look not muddy. So I should switch... Or I should try berry colors. I don't know. Maybe we'll try that at the end. I can add a little bit here and there. But we're going to...
But look at the design my coffee's making.
It's a brain.
It's like swirling around like clouds on Jupiter. Anyway.
Wow.
Okay, you can go on now.
Thank you. May I? So...
Trisha likes the word doozy, just so you know. So use it a lot today. Today's magic word is doozy.
That is a doozy of a thing to remember. I'm not using that very well.
Kimball, trying to get through this is going to be a real doozy, I think.
Yeah.
Don't be a doozy floozy.
Doozy donny.
All right.
Right. So I picked out some skin tones. I have kind of a wonky chart here. Normally I would use white for the highlight, but we don't want to go that light. So I don't know. I may or may not add it. I don't know. So I'm just going to use light peach for like the lightest. And we're going to use whatever chocolate for the darkest. What?
Denise says hey.
Hey, Denise. You didn't have to smack down my paper.
She
Jeez.
did. It was Denise. It wasn't me.
Did I say Rocky? No,
Oh, okay.
I did not. I said Denise.
Katrina says hello, everyone.
Oh, but see, that was much less scary than Denise smacking my papers, okay?
Okay, God, Denise, calm down.
All right, so we're going to color all the skin. We'll start just like with the mid-tone. Ooh, I didn't pick out a lip color. Which, ooh, yeah, I did, actually. I lied. We're going to do the lips and makeup kind of like an orangey yellow gold. Because I want to see, I'm hoping it'll kind of pop off like the brown, like darker tones of the skin. We'll find out. Oh, I don't like the page. The opposite page is like bumping my hand.
That's where Denise should have hit, is right here.
Right on the spine. Go for the spine.
By the way, so we had, we don't get, I think I've had like 3 negative comments on our other channel.
They're not even really negative. They're kind of just like, whatever.
No, they honestly just make us laugh a lot. But we had one from
a person.
I won't name names, but we had it from a person that I wasn't familiar with. It was new to the channel, and they were basically watching some Paris videos or something. And they had a comment about that we were joined at the hip and how we should be our own person, and it's ridiculous, and like basically live our individual lives or go join the circus was the idea. And I was laughing so hard. I was just like, what is this? Like, what? But then I got really sad because I was thinking, this is probably a person who either is in a relationship who doesn't enjoy spending time with their spouse or partner, or they just don't understand the value of it. But then also at the same time, I was just like, do people just flippantly post these comments without any context for like what's actually happening in these people's lives.
Right.
Because like the reality of the situation is like I work crazy hours. Kimmel and I don't spend a lot of time together. It's just when people watch YouTube, we're always together. So I guess it always looks like we are. But anyway, I was just like, it's just funny. And I basically wrote back this long, like, nice comment just saying, hey, like, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it. We've been doing it for 26 years and don't have any plans on stopping. So, you know, there's millions of other creators you can go watch, enjoy. But also just said, you know, there's no context behind what you're seeing. So I said, I explained the reality and said also, like, I don't spend a lot of time with my husband unless, you know, we're on vacation together.
I know,
So
like,
that's where, of course, we're going to spend time together. And I just said, you may want to be more restrictive with what you're telling people because you might get a creator who's really sensitive, and you could really offend or hurt them. And I was like, and I just highly doubt you want to intentionally hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. It was just weird. I'm like, who goes on vacation? I know some people do. Like, they may or may not, like, have a day or an afternoon or something where they go off and do something different, like, without being together. But when you're going on vacation, don't you want to, like, go and have those experiences together?
but also, like, do you pay my bills, yo?
True.
You do not pay my bills.
Because she's not a subscriber.
I guess it's really hard for me. I know, right? She didn't join the Patreon. I should have said, if you want to see Kimmel and I not spending time together, go to our Patreon. It's just $3 a month. Anyway.
You okay? Oh, God. He had his nasty thing, so he's going to be hacking up a lung.
I always sound like Grandpa coughs whenever I have my smoothie.
I tell him to just stop drinking them.
My grandpa used to make this exact same sound, and now I can totally understand. Genetics. What was I going to say?
I don't know. We're talking about...
Oh, I can't imagine personally ever watching a video and then like feeling so inclined to go and comment something nasty. I can't imagine what would have to be happening in my life to do that. So unless they said something really offensive in the video and I wanted to help them understand why that's offensive, that's the only time I could see it. But so it just immediately makes me think that their life isn't necessarily in a place where they're happy or like content or something. So it kind of makes me sad, honestly, but not so much. Like my initial reaction is like, don't make me cut a bitch.
Oh my God, I haven't seen Pushing Daisies in so long. Don't make me cut a bitch.
Trisha's all the clues in the title, Rocky and Kimball.
I know, right?
Denise says, I love how y'all love to be together. It's couples goals.
Yay.
Thanks, Denise. Trisha says she watched the vlog today. Question, did Kimball ever use the 17 stickers? I feel like we're scared to use them because we want them to exist forever.
Yeah, so I have not placed them in a journal yet.
We've just placed them in our hearts.
Yes, I have like a whole 17 stash. I found another stash of 17 stuff too.
Kimball, did you expect to go, however, 600 feet down?
300.
300 feet down under a huge...
No, I did not expect to go underground at all today.
See Benjamin Franklin.
The Hellfire Club.
Crazy.
We went to the Hellfire Caves today.
Eric says, hello, future Rocky and Kimball.
Hello. Welcome back.
He says, he says you will rock the circus, LOL. We sure would. We should have, like, our intro theme should be the Britney Spears. Just like a circus.
And then, get sued. Well, I guess we just have our thing taken down. I'm all, Brittany, we're friends, right? Can I use your music? Thanks.
I'm sure she'd be down with it.
Totally.
Maybe she'll come on the channel and be like, hey, Brittany, come hang out.
She hasn't had enough crap thrown at her throughout the years.
I'll be like, I'll give you 100% of all the profits, and I'll hand her, like, $2 or something.
What, that's like 300%, but whatever.
Toadstool Tarot says, hey, Rocky and Kimball, I just discovered your channel this morning after you mentioning it on your other channel. What a treat to chat with you live. Oh, fun!
Oh.
We have to do an intro song for Toadstool Tarot. Go ahead, Kimball.
Nope, you take, I'm busy. I'm very focused.
Toadstool Tarot, he or she is here, and we're so excited. Toadstool Tarot, welcome to Kimball's Corner. It's like the other one on something.
Nearsighted.
I don't know. That's all I got.
You really don't know, but that was beautiful. Maybe write that down.
I'm so glad you found us, though, in this vast sea of YouTube creators.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it just makes me think of like pirates or something.
Well, let's go pirate something. Let's go ahoy, a matey something. I don't know.
That
My brain isn't working. I can't be clever right now. Don't make me.
I wouldn't even try.
Trisha says, "Hi, Eric. Hope you're wearing one of your top hats." And then Eric says, "Not in the house, Trisha."
We have rules.
And then he says, "I'm so excited to have 5 new hats ordered." Ooh, fun.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, Toadstool Tarot says, LOL, I'm a 71-year-old New Yorker and tarot card curmudgeon and fellow artist musician. Oh, fun. And male. Got it. Now we have context.
Nice.
Welcome to the channel. You're always welcome to come chat. We do this every Sunday at 7.
Except for the Sundays
UK
that we
time.
don't.
Exactly. Unless Kimball's like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, or if Rocky's working a lot, because like right now it's cutting into his editing time. So we appreciate that.
I've contemplated doing live streams on the Rocky and Kimball channel. I just honestly don't know I don't know how it would work, to be honest. Because, yeah, we could set up a camera and just film ourselves talking, but I'm like, would people actually want to stick around for that? Like, what are we going to talk about? I don't know.
More importantly, what would I wear, and what would the background be, and what are the snacks?
Right. What if I have to use the restroom? What if I have to go pee?
You take
There's
the phone
just
with
too
you.
many things,
Take
guys.
the phone with
Too
you.
many things.
I mean, we're doing live right now, and it seems to be fine.
Anyway, Toadstool Tarot, we love a fellow curmudgeon. Also, I am very fascinated by tarot cards, and Kimball designed an entire tarot card deck.
Well, I did the minor. I didn't do the full deck. I did the
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm too lazy.
I have a not so fun story about that. So Kimball did. How many did you do? Like 30 something?
Yeah, I probably got probably about 20.
Kimball got 20 of these gorgeous cards drawn, and they were sitting on a hard drive. And I went over to my friend Nick's house, and he needed like some room on my hard drive, so I went to like partition the disc so he could have some of it, and I formatted it by accident and erased all of Kimball's cards. And when I tell you,
and we're talking not just cards, but like probably hundreds of pieces of artwork.
Yeah, when I tell you,
hundreds and thousands of hours that I slaved away.
That's okay. I've just supported you the rest of the time since. So that's how
that's how that came about.
When I tell you, when I discovered that everything had been deleted, my heart has never
fully recovered.
Hurt so bad in my life. I felt like I had killed someone. It was that bad. I was like, I'll never be the same. I went to Kimball.
Well, at first he's like, I need to tell you something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. And then he like went on a drive and left me, and I was like, what the hell is happening? Is he dying? I'm so confused.
That was your first thought? It wasn't like he didn't... Did you think... I thought you were going to be like, he cheated on me.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so then he came back and told me, and I was like, oh my god, that's it? Like, that's fine. That's nothing compared to what it could have been.
See, my tactic worked. I built up the drama.
Right.
I made it seem much worse in his head, and then when I came back, I was fine, so he was fine.
I'm like, it was just artwork. It was sitting on a disc. Would I have ever seen it? I don't know. It may have just disappeared.
Toadstool Tarot says, I'm so happy to be able to connect in real time.
Oh, me too. It's fun.
This is real time, guys. It's not fake time, it's real time. Eric says, yellow fedora. Oh, God, I love the fedora. I wore a fedora for years, by the way. Anyway, moving on.
I made fun of him.
Yellow fedora, black porky pie, and 3 bunker hats, pink, purple, and also, 6 fake rainbow roses for the yellow hat. Oh, fun.
I love fashiony stuff.
Toadstool Tarot says, I feel your pain. I've designed several decks. My first one, after a year of procrastinating and 22 card majors only deck, I doodled in 4 hours. It's pretty crude. Oh, fun.
Nice.
And Toadstool Tarot's name is Robin. Happy to be called Toadstool Tarot or even Toad. Oh, cute.
Oh, Toad.
Well, don't give us too many names. We can't keep up.
I
like Robin because I liked Robin Hood growing up and I had a huge crush on the fox. Did anyone else have this?
See, I like the name Robin too, but it also reminds me of a Robin that I did not like from the past.
Oh.
Especially
Same Robin, I'm thinking? Or...
When he opened the door and we had a cat and he like brought his dog over and just let his dog run into our house and I'm like, what are you doing? Who? You remember Robin Gutman. Veronica's ex.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, remember I flew into LAX, I called my friend to come pick me up, and he answered the phone instead. And I was like, I am at LAX. My friend was supposed to pick me up. I don't want to name names. And, yeah, he was like, okay, and then he hung up. And since my friend was asleep, he let her sleep for like 3 more hours. And yeah, so I ended up taking the bus.
You took a bus all the way from LAX to her place?
Yeah, well, I took it to the Sherman Oaks bus station.
Holy crap.
Then I called, well, because I ended up spending...
This is before you had a cell phone.
Yeah, I spent almost $30 calling them, because I was calling from one county to another, so it was a long-distance call. So, yes. And I was like, well, I am running out of money, so let me just get on the bus. And then I went to Sherman Oaks, and then I called Julie, but she was at work. And
dude, that's so funny. I just can't. I totally forgot about all this.
Yeah, so then I was like, I don't know what to do.
That would have been such a good vlog.
Yeah, so then I was like, I called Julie for one last time. I was like, I'm out of money, so I'm gonna just start walking to your place now. So, and it was probably just a few miles from the bus station. So I started walking, and I only made it like, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks, and Julie pulled up behind me. And she was like, oh my god, I came as fast as I could, because her work was pretty far away. And I was like, I'm just glad you're here. So she was kind of giggling. She's like, you look like little Paddington Bear walking with your little suitcase. So that all happened. So then we get to their place, and I was like, I'm kind of tired, because it was a long day. So I ended up...
How were your spirits? Did you like let it go at this point, or were you still like bitter?
I was just annoyed with Robin.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't like him in the first place anyway.
All of our girlfriends, like, growing had annoying ass boyfriends. I'm just going to say it. They had annoying, stupid boyfriends. You all had bad taste if you're watching. What was wrong with you?
So, hours later, Veronica gets there, and she's like, where's Kimball? Like, what? Oh my god, what happened? So she finally, Robin told her that I called from the airport. She was pissed. So then she went to the airport to find me, ran out of gas at like LAX, like the big roundabout thingy.
What a shit show.
Right, because she was like in such a hurry that she didn't check her gas gauge. So she had to like call a tow truck and come bring her gas, and like all this crap happened just because he didn't want to like wake her up.
Oh my lord.
I was like, oh, that's so sweet. You're such a good boyfriend. No, she was so pissed.
Okay, Robin says, my mother named me Robin after her obsession with Errol Flynn's Robin Hood. I'm not thrilled about it, but it's better than her alternative Sean after her maiden name Shaw. I like the name Robin. I think it's cute.
I do too, even though I just went off on a story about a guy named Robin that I didn't like.
Well, we like this Robin.
Yes.
Eric says, Americans, you take a bus, you are crazy.
I tell ya.
Let me tell you what, taking a bus in LA is crazy.
Yeah, you don't know who's getting on that sucker, and also you don't know where you're gonna end up.
Especially LAX area, not a great vibe.
Yeah, so it was. I mean, it's fine.
God, I can't even imagine you doing that alone. Crazy.
I was younger then.
Robin says, Kimball, are those colored pencils or watercolor pencils? I love using watercolor pencils and bleeding them with a damp brush.
Why, thank you. I do have watercolor pencils. These ones are just Prismacolors. And I'm trying to get better with doing darker skin tones, because I tend to shy away from them because I get scared, because they don't...
Scared.
I can't blend all the other colors into them the way I like to do when I do paler skin. So I'm going to try and do some fun eyeshadows, because I do want... I'm going to do orange around her eyeshadows and lips. And then... because she's going to have blue hair and blue eyes. So I'm hoping that the complementary colors will pop. I am going to bring white in just to... what's the word? Burnish some of this texture down. And I felt if I did it with the pale peach color, it was going to look a little too flat.
I'm going to move the microphone closer to you because I'm so much louder than you.
Yeah.
And I just want to protect people's ears from my shrill laugh.
You're so thoughtful.
Is that fine? There we go.
I don't know, probably. Alright, let's try the eyeshadow thing. I'm a little scared. So,
let's see what's in the top it's showing up as top videos watched or like recommended. We have the #1 worst food for gut microbiome.
Just watched it.
Because we watch Eric Berg. So this is on my channel, though, like on my thing. So it's what I'm recommending for me. Gates McFadden talks about going from fangirl to ...
Okay.
Politics with Riley King. Ew, why is that on my... I don't want that.
Well, you probably don't watch enough stuff on your channel to really get a good...
We bought a derelict Victorian villa, episode 1. how to make stop motion something or other.
Oh, I watched. So you remember when Ala, her appa died and she got it towed?
There's a woman named Ala who runs a channel called Dreaming of a Chateau, and she's fixing up a house in Lake Como, and she bought an ape, which is like a little tiny utility truck, and they're pretty affordable. So anyway, she has one of those that's kind of older, and it keeps breaking down over and over again. Yes, go on. I remember.
Yeah, so the guys that are also fixing up their villa in Lake Como are the ones that actually towed her. I thought it was Charlotte.
Eric says she needs green eyes.
I can't give her green eyes, though.
You can't do it, Eric. Your feelings are irrelevant.
Well, I could go like a compromise and do maybe an aqua.
Oh my god.
But I was going to give her blue hair with blue eyes to like bounce off the orange colors, but aqua would also do the trick.
All right.
So I need to...
It's all about balance.
Get these colors in and then figure out how I'm going to shade them.
Tell you what, you do what you want, and then we can always give her contacts.
That's okay.
Eric says cry face.
Oh,
Too bad, Eric. Suck it up. Just kidding.
I was going for a compromise.
Shh.
If everyone could just, quiet down.
If you wore lipstick, if you were a woman, what color lipstick would you wear? Would you wear something that's a bit more bold, or would you wear something more neutral and classic?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I
mean, everyone, really. What lipstick would you wear?
I honestly probably wouldn't wear lipstick.
I mean, most of the people that watch are female, actually, so
like
you don't need to pretend.
I don't think I would wear makeup, because for one, I'm just too lazy. And
even when you're younger, you wouldn't?
Well, I don't know. I've never
Don't
had
you want to attract me, Kimball? You gotta woo me in. I'm not coming
I did. I looked at you and I was like, oh, he pretty. And Rocky's like, I'm yours.
Oh my god, basically. Okay. Eric says, so hard, Rocky, I suck other things.
Oh, naughty.
Robin says, I can't tell you how much it means that you interact with your viewers. Your channels are my new favorite, and others I followed never seem to acknowledge video comments from their viewers.
Oh.
It's interesting because a lot of the people that we watch, especially when they start getting to like really, really high numbers, they would almost need a separate version of themselves to respond to all the comments. So I kind of get it, because they want to spend their time making money, because that's why a lot of people do it, guys. Like, let's be real.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of them will say after their video launches, they'll spend the next hour responding to any comments that come through, and then afterwards they'll read them, but they may or may not respond to them.
Yeah. And I can definitely see that, because right now we get... It's like barely manageable now for me to do it. And I just want to make it a priority, like forever, to be able to respond to as many people as possible. Because the thing is, if people are taking time out of their day and are enjoying the content, I just cannot ignore it. Like, every time I haven't responded to a comment, I just think they so deserve a response because they took the time. So I don't know if it's in the future, maybe it'll be like I have to post less or something on YouTube. I don't know what it will be. But I just want to make sure that I really talk to everyone, because everyone's so lovely.
Except
They're
that
so
one lady.
kind, and they have like such lovely things to say, and they give like really nice backgrounds about themselves sometimes.
Okay, real quick. So, done with the makeup and skin. We're going to just put those pencils aside. I may or may not come back to them. I don't know. I haven't fully decided what's happening up here with her, like, headpiece. We're moving on to...
I don't think she's decided what happened with her headpiece.
Yeah, well,
Eric, would you wear this top hat?
I think somebody plunked it there, and that's why she's crying. She's like, oh, what the hell? So, moving on now to the blues.
Let's see. Eric says, I just give the first, like... Wait. I just give the first, like, common guys. Kimmel needs likes, and telling the truth is not naughty. That's true. Amanda says, hi, boys. Loved your old vid in New York.
Thank you.
Both have not changed, as in aged at all. Lovely summer
thanks.
evening tonight. Love you guys.
Oh,
yay.
Sweet. Thank you. Yeah, we do talk, like, we kind of bring it up for, like, we ask the question of, like, do you think I've changed? Like, we'll ask each other, like, do you think I've changed a lot since you've known me? Not really.
I think I just have more responsibilities, and, like, people have given me, I don't know. It's weird. I'm just like, what were you thinking?
I haven't changed. I'm ridiculous.
Eric says he would absolutely wear this.
I would love to see that.
If it existed, I might wear it too. What were we talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like we've changed. I feel like I am in my 20s still, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
I just have less insecurities than I did back then.
for sure.
Especially, I think a big part of it is when you're younger and you're, especially if you're struggling financially and you're trying to make ends meet, it spawns a lot of insecurities, and so there was always this worry in my mind about like, what am I going to do in the future? How are we going to live? Like, how will we support each other, and will we be able to retire? Like, all those things, I just used to think about them way too much. And in retrospect, the time would have been much better spent just enjoying all the struggle that we were going through.
I did that for the both of us.
You did. You really did. And that makes me happy, actually.
Well, as the years went on, like, obviously I wasn't thinking at the time, but as time went on, I was, like, really grateful that, like, how much you took care of me, because
I think we took care of each other. It's just because financially I'm taking care of things that's just one aspect of supporting your partner. You know what I mean? Like,
but I never had the worries.
Yeah.
Like, I never worried about money.
I'm glad, because I sure did.
Right, but I also knew, like, if we really needed money, like, we could have done extra work.
There's ways, guys.
We could have, we lived in many cities where we could do extra work.
Yeah, extra
if
work.
we didn't, no,
extra work.
Like, if we didn't have a 9-to-5 job at the time.
We actually did do a lot of extra work in LA, and Kimball even got to do some extra work on some naughty sets.
So did you.
Did I?
In Portland.
Oh, that was like that was random.
So was mine.
That was really like disappointing, actually.
Mine was disappointing. It was supposed to be an adult male film, and it was not. And they were like, "Raise your hand if you don't want to be here for the sex scene." I was all, "Bye, bitches."
Oh my god! By the way, so our friend Heather, she was like one of our friends in high school. She moved to LA and lived with us for a little bit.
Well, she's still a very dear friend.
Yeah, she's still amazing. She's amazing. But she was, at the time, she was like very Mormon and coming to LA, and we were like, hey, come do extra work with us. And one of the first jobs, I think it was the first job.
She didn't actually get to go, though. She wasn't old enough.
Yeah, but was for like...
Adult. She wasn't going to be performing or anything.
No, just like...
It was like an audience member, which was very weird. It was like, the thing that we did, we just watched like a wet t-shirt contest. And then whoever won the contest got to have sex with the host, which was you.
Oh my god.
I left. And then it was funny because this lady, I totally could have sued her because she's like, what are you, Mormon? And I am, technically. But I was like, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to ask that. Doesn't matter, I didn't care. I said, actually, yes. And then I walked away.
Eric says she's got a lot on her mind. And then he says, true. I'll take pictures on Antwerp Pride, 10th of August, and put them on Instagram with all the new hats. Good idea, hat with birds. That would be really cute, a hat with little birds like this.
I mean, if you've seen Portlandia, put a bird on it.
Exactly. Leslie Clay. Hi, Leslie.
Hello.
Says, hi, what color pencil pens paper would you recommend for a beginner? Loving the picture you're doing and your artwork in general.
Thank you. Okay, it really depends. Because some people love textured paper. I am not one of those people. Doesn't matter what they use on it. I like smoother or slightly textured, like construction paper textures, as rough as I would go. And I mean, it really depends on your budget too, because if you got the monies, get whatever pencils you want. I prefer a waxier base one. I like the Prismacolors, but I also really like the Caran d'Ache. I think those are probably my second favorite. Yeah, I don't know though. I'm really bad at that kind of stuff because it's like if we were in person, I'd be like, try all my things and see what works for you and then go with that. But it's kind of hard when like you're new and you're just going to have to experiment really. But paper-wise, I don't know.
Paper makes a huge difference on art. Do you feel like the paper or the actual art supply is more important if you had to choose?
If it's like watercolors, definitely the paper. Because if you have crappy paper, you can have the best watercolors and they'll just sink right in and stain the page. You can't do what watercolors do with them.
But if you have really good paper, you can kind of get away using other supplies, watercolors. Like crappier watercolors.
And you can do a lot of stuff with watercolor paper too. I mean, you can color on it with pencils, crayons, oil pastels. You can paint whatever you want with it.
I think a lot of people get frustrated with watercolors because they are using crappy paper. And they just don't know.
That's why I hated them in high school.
Yeah. It's like a whole different medium. Like when you get the right paper, it's like you're doing something altogether different. I'm saying this like I'm the one doing it, but I've just heard this from Kimball over the years. Ooh, David says, liked your video yesterday and really love your short hair.
Oh, thank you. Well, I cut my hair off probably every, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. We literally take clippers, we put like the 1-inch clipper thing on it, and I just rocky old buzz all my hair off.
If I could insert a video right now, I would, because I definitely film those moments.
Yeah, didn't you put a short up where you did it, and I was like, am I butch now?
Yes.
Or I'm so butch or something. Yeah. But yeah, my hair...
I don't know if it was a short, but I definitely have that moment somewhere.
But that was an older video. My hair is still very long right now.
To Eric's delight. Yeah. We just like long hair a lot. I don't know why. I wonder how long we'll like it.
I don't know. I figured when I'm like in my later 40s, I'll probably start keeping my hair short. I don't know why.
Just for variety. I feel like Kimball and I get bored with things, well, I do especially. If things are the same way too long.
Thank God we're not bored with each other.
No, that's the only thing I'm not going to get bored with.
Yeah, I'm too unpredictable and ridiculous.
Eric says, the only texture Kimball likes is Rocky's scruff body. It's not that scruff.
There's been times when it's been very smooth.
That's true.
Again, we go through phases.
We do. Penny says, hey guys.
Hey ya.
Or says, hey ya.
Penny for your thoughts.
Hey ya. Penny for your thoughts, love it.
I just came up with that. That's probably original.
I really want sound effects. I want like a little like pad where I can have sound effects. So every time Penny makes a comment, it sounds like someone's flipping a penny. Like that sound when you... Anyway.
The coin flick. Oh my God. Speaking of coin flick penny sounds, Trick is on Amazon Prime. It's so random because we were just talking about it last weekend on here. And I was like, God, I really want to watch that. And then I like went, it was like, updated the app. And I was like, oh my God, there's Trick.
Trick's one of our favorite movies. It has Christian Campbell, who's Nev Campbell's brother.
And it's like
J.P. Pittick.
Such a low budget, fun movie. I don't know why I love lower budget movies. Plus, it takes place in New York, which New York will always have like a soft spot in my.
Yeah. Lori Bagley is one of the characters too, and she sounds
hilarious.
like a little Marilyn Monroe or some. I don't know. She's just hilarious. Anyway, that movie's just classic.
And then I saw her in. I think she was in Studio 54 as one of the models, and I was like, "Oh, your character in Trick is so much cuter." Like not cute, like because when she played a model, she was like, I think her character was high, and I was like, oh well, not my jam.
Eric says, I have no hair anymore. I'm bald and rock it.
Yeah, you
love it.
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever go bald because, well, I mean, one of my doctors told me that if I wasn't bald by my mid-30s, I probably wouldn't lose my hair. And I don't think, I mean, my dad thinned on top, and both of my grandparents had thick hair, so I think I'm all right.
I really like, actually, I like bald men a lot. My head shape is so weird. I don't think it would look great.
Well, as a kid, I was always self-conscious because I had psoriasis, and a lot of it was on my scalp. And so I
everyone have a sad moment for people.
I know, right? So I was always like, I didn't want to have short hair, but it would have helped, actually, to have shorter hair because the sun could have helped treat it a little bit.
Eric says only the thick mustache is still here.
A thick stash.
Kimball sometimes, because he'll grow his beard out and then his skin will get a bit like inflamed, irritated. So he'll shave it off, and sometimes he'll leave like a beard or like play with different shapes before he shaves it all off.
I honestly think I could rock a handlebar mustache.
Obviously.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, why do I look cute? And I'm not like manly, gruff looking way, because like that's typically what I think of when I think of a handlebar mustache. But like cute, like it was cute. I liked it.
You are cute. Penny says, I always say that when people are trying to remember my name, and they do then.
Yeah,
Penny for your thoughts.
That's it.
Trisha says, I thought I should cut my hair shorter when I hit my 40s, and I changed my mind, so you keep that long hair, boys.
Okay. God, if we
I don't think it's going away anytime soon.
Yeah, no. I've got at least, 5.5 more years before I'm in my later, like 48.
Robin says, do you guys watch scary movies too? I thought of M. Night Shyamalan's movie The Happening when I watched your first Paris visit today as you walk through that tree-lined park. Oh my God, The Happening. I totally forgot about that movie. Was that Mark Wahlberg?
I think so. I don't love scary movies. I like that kind of scary movie. I don't like slasher flicks or anything like that. That's not my jam. But I like... Okay, it's not a slasher. But my favorite scary movie is Event Horizon. And I think it's because it's psychological. It's like you can't really escape it. You're not running from anyone or anything. It's like kind of in your head, but it's also real, I guess. I don't know.
Has anyone seen that movie? It is freaky.
It is, yeah. That was one of the movies that really creeped me out. Or like, Freddy Krueger kind of creeped me out. I mean, definitely as a kid for sure. But it's one of the, again, it's like you gotta fall asleep sometime.
I was watching those movies way too young, by the way.
I think
Like 4. I was watching them. I'm pretty sure.
Was it even out when you were 4?
Yeah.
Because I think I was maybe 10.
Maybe that's how I deal with life so well now. I'm like, well, I've seen people get slashed open, so I'm fine.
Ew. Okay, said the guy who saw me cut my finger about passed out.
Yeah, well. Chris says, hello, boys from Ohio. Yes, you could.
Hello. Every time I hear Ohio, I think of...
Ohio.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I think Ohio. Isn't it the end of like the Drew Carey show or something?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Was there a character called Mimi on that show?
There was a character, yeah.
There was? Okay.
I love when...
Chris says, I'm just now having long hair.
Oh, well, welcome to the club. I love when Margaret Cho was... she had her own show for a while, and then the company, the production company or whatever, was like, yeah, we just were looking for someone like, you know, thinner, more fit, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're just not really the demographic that we're looking for right now. So they canceled their show. And then that's when the Drew Carey show came on. She's like, because he's so skinny. I was like, for real, let's be real. I'm sure there was a little more to it as to why her show was canceled. But I remember, I think, what was it called? I remember watching it, and I didn't see too many episodes, but I remember I liked it.
Eric says, when you have a beard, you have to use beard oil to keep the skin under the beard healthy.
Yeah, like mine, no.
Have you tried beard oil?
I think that would just make things worse.
Do you?
I do.
But you don't know.
I don't know.
Eric says, and tried all the vinegar trick. Oh, probably about like the descaling. We haven't tried it yet. But we just descaled everything recently, so we'll probably do it in the next round. We need to find vinegar to order here, because in the US, you can just get giant tubs of white vinegar.
Yeah, what vinegar do you all use here to clean? Because we can only find, like, white wine vinegar, rice wine vinegar. And, like, in the States, it's just vinegar. And it's either in the cleaning aisle or it'll be in the baking section or whatever, but, like...
White vinegar, Penny says.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Maybe it's because we're only looking at Waitrose. Maybe we need to go somewhere else. Eric, time out. Robin says, I'm with you, Kimball. Love psychological horror, but not jumping out at you or gore films.
Yeah.
I remember I saw the first Saw film, and I was like, is Carrie gonna saw his leg off? I was like, I'm good.
Just at the ankles,
I'm good.
darling. Just at the ankles. Thin ankles.
Trisha says distilled vinegar. I think we just need to like find a store that actually has it. I bet Asda has it.
It has to have it.
It's just the closest store to us is Waitrose, so we're just lazy and
true.
always go there.
Sainsbury's is closer. Morrison's is closer.
But they're like downhill. It seems like it's further.
That's true. You have to come back uphill. You have to cross streets. Oh, God.
Guys, we walked up so many hills today.
I was freaking exhausted. Why did we hike like 2 mountains today? Oh my God, but we saw so many cows. Like, they were so cute.
The cows were following us around. It was really cute. I'd show you, but it's on my phone, and we're currently filming on it, so I can't.
Yeah, get over it. Oh my God, hair takes forever.
Oh, Penny says, scaredy cat here. I live alone. No scary movies here, except Practical Magic. That's my speed.
Oh my God, I love it. But also, if I lived alone, yeah, no scary movies at all.
I love Practical Magic. That was such a good film. They're doing a part 2, right?
I think it's fake.
Is it? That's sad.
Yeah. I've seen the poster going around, and I'm like, but I would love it if they did. I don't know what they would do.
Robin says, do you guys live more in city, country, or villagey? It's kind of, it's a market town.
Yeah, we're in the old town, like, so it's...
Yeah, so it's like we get the convenience of feeling like we're in the English countryside, but we're in a larger market town, so we can walk right out to all the shops in the high street. Pretty close to us. And,
yeah, we got plenty of cafes and restaurants, which is really nice, but definitely not city.
Yeah. And then just maybe a 2-minute drive, we're out in the countryside, so it just depends. We're close to an area called the Chiltern Hills, and in England they have they're called areas of natural beauty, basically, and so all the Chiltern Hills are kind of classified as that. And there's just a lot of really gorgeous hikes nearby, within 15 minutes drive.
Unless, one of the roads is closed and it's like a 45-minute drive.
But you guys, if you're not from England, you just don't understand these country roads.
They're so scary.
They say they're two ways, and the speed limit's
It's a
60
single
miles
lane.
an hour on them, but they're literally a single lane. It's small even for a single car, and then when a car approaches, you just have to, like...
They do have turn-off points, but it's like, you have to get lucky to, like, hit that turn-off point.
And
like,
these turn-off points are maybe 2
It's-
feet extra room.
Right,
We're
it's
not
not-
talking, like...
It's not a really turn-off, it's just, like, you can pull off the road a little bit.
That's like our horror film, is on a country road and getting, stuck.
Oh my god, and having some creeper come at you.
Ooh!
Ugh.
I would take him out.
Yeah, well.
Don't you worry.
They'd probably, like, stick those, like, that spiky thing across the road and blow out our tires.
Oh my god.
Speaking,
I'd keep going.
remember when you had, like, kind of a horrible day the other day? And you...
Oh my gosh, you guys. And forgive me, because if you guys watch our Patreon video, I'm going to talk about this again, that I'm currently editing and hopefully we'll post tonight. But I had a day last week was just one of those weeks. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to have a job, okay? Like, it's nothing about that. But it was just a hell week at work. And on the last day of shooting, someone that I work with was out. They couldn't come in, and it was like a very critical role. And so my photographer and I had to cook and style all of the food for this shoot. And we didn't quite finish in time, all the shots, but so we got through 4 of the 5, basically. And then all the trains were canceled, and he has to fly back to, like, Scotland. And he had plans with his family the next day. So after all this hell day, I was like, we are getting you to the airport. I don't care
in
what
Birmingham.
it takes. So I was driving him back to Birmingham, and
I was like, say hi to our friend.
I know, right? I was gonna come see Trisha, and anyway, we found an earlier or like a train halfway between in some other city. I can't remember. Anyway, long story short, after this hell day, I'm driving back. I see this gorgeous sunset, and I'm like, oh yay, all's right with the world. Really puts things in perspective. And then I get back into town 5 minutes later, and I have a flat tire.
Yeah, like, he literally pulls up, and I'm like, I open the door, I'm like, yay, Rocky's home. And then he's like, I can hear my tire going flat. I was like, what? I walk over there, it's all... like, the air was literally just, like, coming right out. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my, but anyway.
But then we met, like, a really nice guy that changed our tire, and so, now we have that connection.
I love living in a world where I can call someone and they come fix my tire where it's sitting.
You're like, come fix my problems, please.
And he was really nice. Anyway. The way I look at it, I just paid 120 pounds to make a friend for an hour.
The thing that's really annoying about that is that he just got his tires replaced.
Yes, that's true. I had them replaced less than 7 days before this incident, so...
And the last time when we drove the Kia Soul in Baltimore, we drove it for like 6 years or something, not one issue. We were going to get the car to his mom, so we replaced all the tires. And in the next 2 days, we had one tire blew out, and then the other tire bulged, and we had to go get it replaced.
I had a total of 4 flats in a week, guys.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So we were a little scared about this one. We're like, oh, please don't be a repeat of that.
And when that was happening, we were on the verge of moving to the UK, and I literally was like, this has to be the universe saying something. I just don't know what it is. Because that's just way too much of a coincidence.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, well. Didn't stop us from coming.
No, I was like, whatever. It just means that we're going to have to deal with hardships, and we have to roll with it and learn how to make the best out of life. That's all I can think of. Trisha says, aw, poor Rocky. Wait, I'm missing comments. I'm so sorry. We're just talking about us, guys.
God, we are so full of ourselves. Apologies.
I know. Well, it is, it's Kimball's Corner.
Every time you say, like, Rocky and Camilla, I always want to be like, the Rocky and Kimball Show. Sorry if you hear the rocking. Like, everything is just going crazy because I'm...
Penny says, yes, I can't wait to see part 2.
Oh my god. What's going to happen with the storm?
Will we see the Harry Potter store?
No one really knows.
Eric says, more sci-fi and fantasy movies for me.
Oh, for sure. I love fantasy a lot. When I was a kid,
What
I
about,
loved the movie.
Interstellar? Are you a fan?
That's sci-fi, so it's okay.
Okay.
But I'm more of like, I loved the movie Legend when I was growing up. Ugh, loved it. Plus, I had a crush on Tom Cruise back then.
Tim Curry. I was like very
and
much
Tim
a Tim
Curry.
Curry
Oh my
fan.
god.
I was like, the devil's hot.
Yeah.
Should I tell my parents about my feelings?
Oh my god. It's so pretty. I kind of want them to remake it, but I mean, it would have to be done well, I also heard they're remaking Neverending Story, which I don't know how I feel about that.
That was such a classic film. Atreyu.
Artax,
Say my
fight
name.
it. Fight the sadness. Oh my god.
Jack Black was in part 3 of the Neverending
Oh
Story.
my god, the nasties.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Just in case you're curious. Okay, I'm missing comments here. What do we have? Robin says, Kimball,
Yes,
you're
madame.
so good at facial art. Have you ever done makeup, drag face painting?
Never.
We should make that a video, and you can do my drag makeup, Kimball.
I am terrible at just makeup in general.
Although I'm not cutting my beard off, so maybe not.
You can do drag with a beard. You need to add just like a little bit of blue down here because it's getting a little
Don't
too
avoid the
pale.
question.
What?
You got to keep answering.
What was the question?
Would you ever do makeup, or have you done makeup before?
Well, I answered saying I have not. I'm terrible at it. I tried doing like when I was a kid, like Halloween makeup, and no, I don't know how to apply things in steps because you got to do it in order to make it like work out.
God, if only there was this way you could like learn.
Well,
how to do
now,
things. Oh, okay.
But I don't have an interest in it.
Okay.
So it's.
He's not interested, Robin.
I mean, if somebody wants to do my makeup, I'm fine with that. But me doing makeup, no. I feel sorry for whoever's on the end of that other end of the brush.
Robin says, I moved to New York partly to never be at the mercy of garage mechanics or being stranded.
I love New York so much.
This was pre-cell phones.
Like, it's weird because I've never officially lived in New York. I stayed there for 3 months once, but it's like the one place I actually feel homesick about. Not homesick, but like, when I miss the U.S., it's usually New York.
I always miss New York. I think it's such a cool city. I think it's hard for us because we were never there like during hard time for New York. So the only time we were ever in New York was like during like pretty peaceful times there. You know what I mean? Like we didn't experience things in the 70s and 80s there. We didn't really, anyway, you get what I'm saying. So I think it's different for people who like lived through all the crap that happened. I think for us, we have like rose-colored view of it, basically. So I don't think everyone feels the same way, but it's just our experience of it is very positive. Amanda says, sorry, I mean practical wait, what did I miss? Amanda... Oh, she says, cows attack you. If you recall from a combo from ages ago.
Yes, I remember.
And Practical Magic, I love that film. And she says, oh, you're being vids. Is it you two singing? Oh, you're being vids. Is it you two singing? Am I just not reading this properly? Amanda, what are you trying to say?
Sounds weird coming out of your mouth.
Robin says, my first impression of New York City was crazy Midtown. Same here.
The first time I got out of the car was right outside the New Yorker hotel, and I was like intimidated but so excited.
Yeah, I think the first place we ever stayed was in the New Yorker.
Yeah.
Off like 32nd or something?
38th and
38th?
something.
And 41st.
Something.
I could never live there. I'm down in Greenwich Village. Much more relaxed. Greenwich Village is so stunning.
I would live... Yeah, well, I would live in either one of the villages or like a high-rise condo. Just because,
Would you?
Be away from them bugs. Okay, I think we're done with the hair, so the blues are going aside for now. God, that took forever. What is it, like 10 o'clock?
Yeah. It's funny because Kimball and I really like big cities, and we do like London. Like, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't have the same vibe. It has a very different vibe than any of the other cities we've been to.
Right. I love the skyscrapers all around me. I love that. And...
It's really
London
funny.
has some of them, but it's not like that overwhelming feeling of... I mean, it's not overwhelming, but it's like... I don't get the energy that I get when I go to New York.
Kimball, it's funny because Kimball's very introverted, so you would think, oh, why do you want to be in a big city? But he kind of describes it as like he kind of just fades into the crowd because there's so many people who just don't care that you're there.
Like, yeah, you can really get lost in the crowd. Like, I would much rather be on a crowded sidewalk where no one's really looking at me rather than being on an empty sidewalk where anybody can see me from a distance. Like, that freaks me out.
It freaks it out, guys.
Well, especially when, you read the stories about people with crossbows.
Penny says, I used to live in downtown Toronto, Canada for 12 years. That's big enough city for me.
Yeah, that's
Toronto's
huge.
Gorgeous. Robin says, Kimball, tell us about your wrist tattoo. Does Rocky have any? None that you'll see.
Because he doesn't have any.
Exactly.
This one is artist and this one is writings. And it's like, just so I don't forget. So as I'm like drawing or writing whatever, I see it there. And I used to love to write a bunch, like poems and little short stories and stuff, but I also love reading. And then when you put them together, it kind of means like fine art gallery show gathering kind of thing. Which that part I didn't know, but somebody who could actually, I love it when, because like, you know, you never really know if it's truly what it means when they give it to you at the tattoo parlor.
Parlor.
But yeah, I've had people say what they mean to me, so I'm like, oh, thank God. But somebody said when you put them together, it means like a nice, like, gala or something. So I was like, that's cool.
Gala.
That's very suitable for me. I'm just going to use, well, I don't want to use blue to tint her eye. We're going to use a purpley pink to shade the white of her eye. We're getting a little blue in there.
Oh, Amanda says, oh, your, time out. I have to, give me a moment, guys. I'll get there. Oh, she's talking about the vids, the animation at the beginning is you two singing.
Ah.
Oh, the Let's Get Up and Go, It's You and Me Kid. I think, is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
that's Rocky singing.
Yeah, so I'm a composer. I mean, I say composer. I'm a songwriter, and I compose music, basically. And before Kimball and I moved to England, I wrote a song called You and Me Kid, and it was basically about like going out and having an adventure, because at the time we were living in Baltimore for many years. I was just really stuck in my work and feeling like I wanted to go and have more travel time and time together. And so I wrote that song, and then shortly after that we ended up getting the offer for England, moving here, and making that happen, basically. So that felt really appropriate to make that as the song for the music, or sorry, the song for our intro of our channel, because it was like exactly what we wanted to do. And that actually is a full song. Like there's an entire song there. It's not just that part. So I think,
yeah, you're supposed to be sharing that.
I really want to do a compilation video of a bunch of moments with, and make a music video out of it, but I feel like I just need more time, because it will take me probably about like 40 hours or so to make it, and I just don't want to compromise posting once a week right now until we get a bit further into our subscribers.
I think
I think maybe once I get to like 10K or something subscribers, or maybe a year in, I'll do it.
I think you should do kind of a slideshow, because we used to do a ton of photography. Like, we have some really beautiful shots of us, not to brag. But I was, like, going through our photos the other day, because we have literally thousands and thousands and thousands of photos. And I was like, wow, there are some really, really beautiful shots that we should share with you guys eventually.
Yeah. I'm going to start posting. I have some music videos that I did previously. I mean, we have literally, you guys, we have so much content, because even before the YouTube channel, I was still making a ton of work. Like, we were still making music videos and writing songs and all this stuff. So there's just so much stuff that we could share. So I think I'm going to just slowly like post little bits here and there on our Patreon channel, just like midweek, just in case anyone's interested in seeing them. But we'll see how it goes. I told my boss recently that ultimately the reason we're doing YouTube and Patreon is because Kimball and I would love to be able to do that full time and just only do the things that we like and not be constrained by, you know, corporate world and things like that. And while I'm appreciative of like my job and the people there and all the support I've had, and financially it pays really well, I just have wanted to move away from it for so long and focus on just Kimball and me more. And if I did that, I could just have more time to do the channel properly. And I think it's going well now, but there's just so much more I'd want to do that I can't right now just because of resources. But I think it's an exciting future, and I think things are growing in a much faster way than I thought they would. So I'm just so appreciative every time someone subscribes, because I see it as like we're getting one step closer to that future goal that I have envisioned in my mind. And I like, to this day, I still visualize Kimball and I opening up this plaque that says like, you've reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And it's not really about like the amount of people who subscribe that means anything. It's just, it means that we'll financially be in a better place to be able to support ourselves doing it, essentially. That's all I got, Kimball.
That was beautiful. I'm getting all clumped and teary-eyed.
Penny says, I'm learning so much watching Kimball color.
Oh, good.
If you guys have questions for Kimball, let him know, by the way, because I'm happy to read them out.
And I'm happy to possibly answer them. I'm just looking for real pale pink. Just I don't know. This probably isn't the right color, pink.
Robin was saying about your tattoos. He's like, right? They could say "kick me" or
That
"pull
is
my finger."
So true. Like I think it's the Matrix where they have a bunch of Asian characters, and somebody was like, yeah, it was just like on a ramen noodle package.
Dude, that's so funny.
Because they just needed it or whatever.
I would die.
And then, like, I remember Joelle was doing a comic, and it needed a bunch of Asian characters, and she was like, well, I was sitting at home, and we had just purchased a microwave. And on the side it had, like, directions on how to use the microwave, so she just wrote some of those characters into it. I was like, that's so funny. Gotta do what you gotta do. Or at least it actually said something.
Robin says, which of you is older, and what year were you born? Geez, I'm nosy.
I'm older
We don't
by
care.
6 months.
Kimball is the older daddy.
I was born in 81.
And I was born, 6 months. I was in March, so I'm in 82. I'm very Aries. We're actually on the exact opposite sides of the astrological zodiac.
Not the astrological.
Whatever, the zodiac. I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's very true. We are very different in so many ways.
But we're the same in the ways that count.
We like the same music, food, places, all the things that you shows. Like,
all the things you like to do together.
But I think a lot of that is just because we've been together forever, so we just like kind of grew from being on very far ends of the spectrum. We kind of came to like a center point. And so I used to be extremely extroverted. And now I'm much more centered, and Kimball used to be extremely introverted. Well, I don't know.
I tried to be more extroverted, like in high school and stuff.
Yeah, but then like when we were on our own, he was quite introverted, and I think he's come out a lot too. And I just forced him to do it for YouTube, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like a silly extrovert, but I'm really an introvert.
Well, introverts are actually quite energetic around people they know. It's just usually around new people.
You better look out when we hang out, like the third time. Yeah.
Not even that. After like an hour of being like getting to know you, he'll be all up.
I'll up in your face. You'll be so annoyed with me.
Penny says, I'm an Aries too!
Hey.
It's funny because I used to love climbing things. I was very much like a ram. I used to climb hills, trees, anything I could get my like hands on, my feet on to climb. Very adventurous.
All right, so this thing is just going to be super easy because I'm just coloring it neon yellow.
I feel like I'm missing comment. Everyone's so chatty tonight. Thanks for chatting, guys.
I'm loving it.
Let's see. Talking about the theme, Amanda says, yes, that's the one. Wow, Rocky's so talented, a composer. I love that song. So happy you share it, like Kimball said.
Yeah, Rocky's got 2 or 3 albums on iTunes.
Yeah, I think, I don't even know how many albums I've done. I started in like 2001 or 2 or something. I went to college to study electronic music, and I studied piano growing up, so I knew how to play the piano. And I think I've done like 9 albums now, but the only ones you'll see are probably, I think there's like maybe 4 out there that are, or 5 out there that you can do or see right now. But yeah, I love writing. I haven't done it in 2.5 or 3 years just because I've been so busy. And also, like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing as long as it's creative. So I've been focusing all my creative energy on YouTube and Patreon, which has been a lot of fun. So I'm getting the same satisfaction from doing those. And I think the other thing, too, is, like, in my regular job, I do a lot of editing for my company. And it's just not editing I enjoy. Like, it's fine. It makes money. That's great. But it's not like I get a satisfaction creatively from it. It's just I'm doing it because it meets the business need. So when I can do whatever I want, that's why the vlogs are so crazy, guys. Is because it's like, oh, I'm letting loose here. Anything I think is happening. No one can tell me no.
Ain't that the truth?
Anyway.
We can do this nice and teal because it'll tie into the page across from it. Because she has teal hair.
Let me see. I feel like I'm missing other things here. Amanda says, I love how you said you wanted to concentrate on Kimball. That's true love. Aww. True love. It's true, though. It's funny, because Kimball and I do appreciate our alone time, though. Like, Kimball likes in the morning, he gets up early. He'll have his own time for a few hours, and then I get up and we spend time together, and then I go off and work. We do our own thing. We spend dinner together, so it kind of like we do a couple hours here and there of together time.
Yeah, I mean, I usually get up anywhere between, like, 5:20 and 6. and then I'll go downstairs, and then I'll come upstairs around 8 and wake Rocky up, if he's not awake already. And then we'll hang out for an hour, and then he'll go to work. Well, he'll do work, whatever. And while he's working, on occasion, I'll, I don't know, braid his hair, give him a shoulder rub, use that wire head thingy on him, whatever that thing's called.
And other things.
And then at night, when he's done working, if he doesn't have to edit stuff, because sometimes he'll just work till 10 p.m.
Yeah.
But if he actually gets off work, then we'll hang out for a couple of hours and watch a show or two. There was a loud noise in the other room. We're going to pretend like it didn't happen.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to catch up on comments. If I missed your comment, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep up. It's so far away from where I'm sitting.
It's so far away. Da-da-da-da.
Okay, so Robin says early 80s. So do you love 80s music, or did you hit more your music prime in the 90s? I
love 80s music. I love 60s, 70s, 80s, sometimes the 90s. Started losing interest early 2000s.
I was into the 90s music when I was living in the 90s, but then I really started appreciating 80s music when I got into my 20s, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the youngest of 6 kids, so, we had a wide variety of music playing in the house.
Gabe said, oh, hey, Gabe.
Hey, Gabe, hey.
Gabe says, what? By the way, if you guys are new here, please let us know, because we have to sing you a song. So if it's your first time on the live stream, you have to tell us. Gabe says, what are your favorite genres of music? Who is your favorite musical artist?
I love pop. 17 is my favorite artist.
Yeah, so Kimmel and I came across a K-pop artist group called 17 5 years ago.
About, yeah.
And legit is all we listen to. I'm not joking. Because they have new music all the time. We absolutely love them to death. Like, they're just so amazing.
And they have a very wide variety of music. So
and they also have, like, shows where they show their personalities, and they're just hilarious. Like, they're just all-encompassing, beautiful human beings.
But it's cool because, like, you can put on one of their albums, and it's not all pop music. Like, there's pop, there's ballads, there's hip-hop, there's rap stuff, there's...
Yeah, it's so...
But it's funny because I hated rap as a kid because the rap that I never listened to it, but my brothers did. And it was always about, like, how much money they were making, how awesome they were, the women they were sleeping with. It was just, I was like, ew, that's so gross. And that's not what this rap is about. It just happens to be a rap style, but it's still in line with, like, their music. And they have pretty high morals and standards. So I like that about people in general. So that also draws me to them.
So yeah, that's what we... But other than that, we really like... I used to listen a lot to, like, Alanis Morissette and Jewel and, like, other female artists and stuff like that.
I love a few of Madonna's albums.
I think one of my favorite albums... Two of my favorite albums are Tension and the Spark by Darren Hayes, who was also in...
Savage Garden,
if you remember that group, out of Australia. And then Rufus Wainwright...
So good.
...has an album called Want One that's, like, one of my favorite albums ever.
A couple of Robbie Williams, too. We were into him for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Good old Robbie. Sorry, that was a long answer to your question. I'm so sorry. Oh, Gabe's new here, by the way, so we gotta sing a song for Gabe. I did the last one.
It's Gabe. Welcome to the show. It's Gabe. Rocky will finish this one, though.
I thought you were gonna end with ho. I really did.
Rocky is a hoe. Welcome, Gabe. Rocky's a hoe.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who'd have thought that Patreon and YouTube would bring out the hoe in you?
I could have told you that all along. Toadstool Tarot said, or Robin says, and then jump his bones. Oh, then it's jump his bones time.
Yep. I don't even know what we're talking about, but yeah.
Probably about, like...
Oh, spending time together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda says the Wirehead thing. I watched that, what you posted. A View is a View says, hey, at Kimball's Corner, thumbs up and shared. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
We appreciate your support as always.
He said with
genuinely
a little too much forcefulness. As always, we appreciate it.
I'm sitting in a really weird position right now. Do you guys ever do this when you're sitting in a chair and, like, you just can't sit with your legs down? You have to curl into some weird contorted position.
I rarely sit with my legs down.
I'm sure it's just great for my circulation. I'm sure my heart loves it. Trying to shove the blood through my, Gabe says it's his first time here, and then laughs at how amazing your song was.
I mean, I spent hours on it. You're welcome.
Leslie says, I'm new to this channel, loving it. Song, please. Did you watch 17 at Glastonbury?
Oh, God, I wish. We didn't even find out about it until it was too late. And I mean, it wasn't too late. It was probably like 2 months before they were coming here.
But like, you guys, Kimball in a field.
A field.
That's not going to happen.
I was in a field 3 times in the past 2 days, Rocky.
And you were so happy about it.
But, 17 was there to be really happy. But we did try to get tickets, but they were sold out.
Yeah. Oh, Leslie's new.
And it's your turn.
Leslie, it's Leslie. She's welcome to Kimball's Corner. It's Leslie, it's Leslie. We need something that rhymes with corner. How about Kimball walk through a field with Thorner?
I hope she doesn't have to see a coroner.
Oh my God.
Anytime soon.
Morbid turn.
Well, that's the only word I could think of that would rhyme.
That's all you. Okay. Adorn her. That's the Robin had a good idea.
I was like, she's lively, she's Leslie.
We'll
she's
workshop it. We'll
now.
workshop it, Leslie. No, we won't.
No, we're over it. But welcome.
Leslie, I was responding to a comment I think earlier on the other channel, and I accidentally wrote your name like with LES
You got
ELIE or something, and then I realized 2 minutes later I was like, wait, that's not how you spell her name, and I had to go and fix it anyway.
You're a terrible person.
I
Rocky.
know.
How dare you?
Robin says, I went to see Rufus Wainwright when his first album came out, and he performed here in the gay bookstore, Different Light. Love those intimate opportunities. Wow, that's crazy.
I would love a small, intimate concert. Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, so 17 is like, they're dubbed the choreo kings of K-pop because there's 13 of them, and they are very in sync when they dance. But I tell you, if they just sat on some chairs in front of a room, I would sit there and listen to them just as attentively as if they were putting on a concert.
Totally. It does help that they're extremely beautiful human beings.
I know.
And very funny.
And they're also like so good to each other. I mean, they even talk about like, yeah, we fight. Like, of course we do. I love that they don't, pretend like everything's hunky-dory all the time.
Well, this is the other thing, and the reason we're so obsessed with them is because it's like 13 guys. Literally, when they started, they were like
Teenagers.
14, 13, 14, 15. They all lived in like 2 rooms in all these bunk beds because their company was very poor at the time, or like failing basically, and they didn't even know if they'd have enough money to feed them, basically meals and stuff like that. And then they basically built this entire legacy up and like just blew up with all their hard work and stuff like that. And you can just tell that they enjoy each other so intently. And to me, I was fascinated by the fact that 13 boys or men could get along so well with such varied personalities.
Yeah, because they're all in their mid to late 20s now. It's like they're not boys anymore, just so you know.
Yeah, and so it's just fascinating. It's so inspiring, honestly, because
and also they write most of their music, they choreograph most of their stuff. Obviously, they have outside help because they're busy and they have a lot going on. But they were deemed self-producing idols because Woozy is one of the people in the group, and he produces like so much music, almost all of their music.
He's produced like 99% of all their songs.
But he also produces music for other really famous artists. It's just they're so talented.
We just like talented people a lot.
It's crazy. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I love Britney Spears, but like I don't. Does she write too much of her own music? Like that's one thing I love, and I'm not putting her down because a lot of famous pop stars don't write their own songs. But I love that like when people can write their own stuff because it's more intimate. It's more about what they're doing. I mean, when COVID was a huge thing, like they wrote a song. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was basically like, yeah. What does it mean now?
It means you're not alone.
Yeah, duh. Yes, so you are not alone, and it showed them going through the same stuff. Like, I mean, they technically could hang out because they all lived in dorms together, but they made a video at that time of people like not being able to hang out, like having birthdays over Zoom calls.
But the thing is, like, when Kimball and I find music we like, you're almost always going to find that generally it has a very positive message. And, like, that's the cool thing about 17 is, like, I feel like we should be sponsored by 17.
I wish.
Is that most of their songs have a really positive message. So even, they had a song called FML, which normally you know what the implication
F
of that
My
means.
Life, yeah.
but they turned it on its head and was like, "That's
They were
not what we're
saying-
saying.
they
We're
were
saying
saying-
it's like fight for my life."
Right, they were saying you live in this awful effing world, but like, don't give up, fight for your life.
Yeah. So they just inspire some, like, when you hear stories about people who follow 17, it's a lot of youth who are like really struggling in the world and talking about how like 17 helped them like get through hard times, and like it's really a comfort group for a lot of people. And you can see why when you watch them. Anyway, I think we're done talking about 17.
Sorry.
I'm sure you're done hearing about it. We're just a
Sorry.
bit, in love with them. Amanda says, Rocky, you so articulate, that's a good thing. And do you have a link to your music? Would love to have a listen to your music. Oh, yes, I will find a link real quick. 1 second. I wasn't prepared, Amanda. How do I do it? It's like I upload to SoundCloud.
You can also look up Rocky Brewer on iTunes. Or you can look up Rare Avis. That's an album that he and his sister did together. Alright, we're going to try and do this crown. It's gold. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that? Let's just color it purple. Oh wait, is that hair? It might be hair. Dark blue. Indigo blue. If it's not hair, it doesn't matter. It's going to fade into the back anyway. Alright. So I think everything's done. We're going to work on the crown. Let's make these pop. Why not? Carry that neon color throughout the page. Evil eyes on the bird.
Sorry, I'm concentrating on putting links in. I don't know how to do it. Here's a few links to more recent albums.
Alright, so I'm using the colors I used on her eye makeup. And I'll probably bring in... Oh, not that yellow. The bright yellow. And whatever this color is that I used in like her mid-tone of her skin. One of these was mid-tone. Whatever. Yeah. So, coloring the crown. I missed that. What is that? We're going to color that purple. I don't know. I think it was just a sketch line. Oh, I feel like that should have been yellow. Whoops. My bad.
All right, so I put 2 links in the chats if you guys are interested in music. It's all free there, so you can go over to SoundCloud if you want to hear the type of music I do. But basically, I mean, don't feel pressured, guys.
Well, also, if you
don't
have...
feel pressured to like it either. Like, if you do, you do. That's great. But,
I was just going to say, if they have iTunes, you can hear it there, too.
yeah. I don't know if I put through a keyhole on iTunes. I just have taken home on there.
Well, also Rare Avis is on there, which is...
So the first, like, big album I did was a double disc album with my sister, and that is on iTunes, and if you want to find it, you just have to type in
maybe like Rare Avis Rocky Brewer.
Rare Avis Beautiful Thought.
Or Beautiful Thought.
Search, let me see. Avis Beautiful Thought. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Anyway, and that one, basically, my sister and I each had like 12 individual songs, and then the 13th song, we share the same song, and she records one version, I record another, and that one's like, the album flips over, and you can see it's like upside down, the track list, anyway. But the whole story with writing music was my father was a musician. He used to do, like, he used to imitate Elvis and go and play at different places around. He had a band called Derringer where they dressed like Kiss, basically. And he was just a really talented guy, and he always was playing the guitar and writing music. And we had cassette tapes of his music growing up. And so after he passed away when I was around 5, my sister was 7 or 8, we used to listen to those tapes a lot just to hear his voice and stuff. And we always wanted to do an album. That was like our dream growing up, is we wanted to learn how to write music and be able to make our own albums like Dad did, basically. And so when we were living in California, I went to study how to do electronic music so I could produce all of our songs. And we recorded over the course of like a summer and did our first album together, which was called House of Megrim.
That was just you, I thought.
No, that was us together. And then we
Okay.
did Liquid Sounds, which was another album we did together. And then we did Beautiful Thought was the third one we did together. And that's like probably, at that point, I was more in the groove of things. And the music was a bit
Get
better
into the
produced.
groove.
I still like all the old stuff. I just don't
You
really have it
got
out
to
there.
prove your love to
And
me.
yeah, and then after that, we moved apart from each other. Not like emotionally, but like physically. And so I just kept doing music after that. And I did 2 more albums. One was called Take Me Home. That was probably a bit more somber. And then the more recent one is called Through a Keyhole, which if I think those are really representative of like to what Kimball and I have experienced over the past 10 years. So that's a really good one if you want to get a vibe for like what we are into. But I mean, ultimately, music's been such an amazing expression for my emotional state because, especially in my 20s and like early 30s, when I was, struggling to figure things out and what I wanted to do, that was such a good outlet. So you'll probably hear that a lot in some of the songs from like the Take Me Home album and anything before that. Anyway,
Is anybody else just looking at this thinking like waffle?
that's what I'm thinking of. Is it not?
Well, it's a crown.
I don't know. It's got me wanting sweets.
Yeah. I'm down. We ate so much junk food over this weekend.
Amanda says, "Thank you, Kimball. What pencil is the neon color? I missed that."
I have a neon yellow and a neon pink. Gorgeous, and they're both Prismacolors.
Amanda. Oh, I missed a comment. Amanda says, "What do you think of the Pet Shop Boys? I absolutely love them and their music."
Oh
we
my god,
used to rock out.
Hello, they did an AbFab song.
We used to listen to the Absolutely Fabulous song they did.
Absolutely.
We would. Oh my god, we listened to that so loud, guys. We also loved Erasure.
Yeah.
We still do.
Yes. I mean, I don't like their new stuff that much, but their old stuff, obsessed. I mean, and I liked Enya when I wanted to like chill and relax. Again, mostly music with positive vibes. I guess it doesn't really matter the genre.
But then we also like Alanis Morissette, like Jagged Little Pill, like, "'Cause I love that you gave
Able to make it off by you to be open wide. It really depends on what we were feeling at the time.
Robin says I was more of a Bananarama fan.
Wait, what's their songs that I know? Because I know Bananarama. I just never know the songs. Like that's my problem.
Who does Our Lips Are Sealed? My lips are sealed.
We got is that them?
I don't think so. I think it's someone else. Is it?
Because they're on the Romeo and Michelle soundtrack, which is a great movie, by the way.
Oh my god, I love Jagged Little Pill. Penny says.
Yas, Queen.
I
Want you to know.
Did anyone else think it was the cross-eyed bear that you gave to me in that song for ages?
I never thought that. So.
You didn't?
No. Well, I always read the lyrics when I sing along, so. I feel like this is very...
It was not just me. Venus, I heard a rumor. I want you back. Love, truth, and honesty.
Yeah, Venus was what I was thinking of.
You're my Venus. Robert De Niro's calling.
Is he?
That's a good song. Do you remember that?
No, but I remember when I found out it was called that, I was like, what? But how does that song even go?
Oh, Our Lips Are Sealed was the Go-Go's.
Okay. Ugh, so many good bands. I like Blondie. It's like, I love all these songs. It's like, not stuff that I listen to, but my brother listened to, and he is gay, and he's 10 years older than me, so he introduced me to a lot of music that I love, but I don't actually know who the artists are. It's like, oh, I know I love Blondie, but I'm like, wait, but I don't know the songs. Except for Heart of Glass. Is she sing that?
I don't know.
Na-na-na-na-na.
We like a lot of different artists, though, guys. Like, any of the main artists we're probably into, to be honest. Like, we like Cher, Lady Gaga, Madonna. Like,
Mama Cass. She has a really beautiful voice.
Yeah, we like classic stuff. Helen Reddy. I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar. Let's go.
Yeah, after watching Trick.
Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac has a lot of good songs. I love the 70s music a lot. When I was growing up, my mother always
ABBA.
had music playing on our stereo. There was never a time when there wasn't music. So there was always 70s music and like 80s metal bands and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know any of those songs.
Stevie Nicks. Oh, Stevie Nicks amazing too. Robin says, my band played CGBGs during the same era as Blondie played there. Saw her before the first album. Crazy.
I watched the show on the movie CGBG.
Wasn't that with Alan Rickman?
Yeah. Did I say that right?
God, he is so missed.
Yeah. Good guy.
Heart of Glass. Yes, Blondie.
Oh, so good. I need to find it. I don't know where it is, but I did a really cool painting of her. I mean, it's like not really cool. It's a cute little like cartoonized version of her. She's like black and white, and it's in a brown journal. Rocky, where is it?
CBGB. What are you looking for?
No, I think it's possibly downstairs. It's in a brown journal. I did a painting of Blondie. Super cute. Oh, she might be done.
No. I hardly believe it.
I feel like I want to do darker on the lips though. Because I was having trouble shading them. So let's find, I need like a really dark orangey brown. Maybe I can just try brown. I just don't want it to dull the color too much. I need it to...
I always make a joke because I always know the drawing's coming to an end when Kimball gets his white paint pen out. Because that's always like the last step is all the little tiny highlights he puts on.
Yeah. Just wanted to add a little bit of darkness. Alright. I mean, it's just a touch. I didn't want to go too much, but it felt like it needed a little more oomph to it.
Yeah, our music tastes are all over the place.
Yeah, basically I just don't listen to heavy metal or rap or any of that kind of stuff. Oh, let me try something.
Debbie Harry is 78 years old now. Really?
She's fabulous.
Oh my gosh, wow. Hard to believe all those punkers are senior citizens. It makes me depressed. My era. Don't be depressed. Live it up. What a cool era to have been in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just, like, how many humans in history can look back and be like, that was our era. Like, crazy.
I would much rather that than...
Same.
Another era. I like that era. Alright, added a little bit of pink, which came through pretty nice. Pretty nice. Very subtle, though. But... And I could try a little purple.
What's she crying for? What's she upset about, Kimball?
I don't know. I didn't draw this.
Maybe she's got some sunscreen in her eyes.
Somebody
You know how that happens?
Well, to you, I don't wear sunscreen.
Oh, okay.
Unless I'm going to be out for a very long time, which isn't very often. Oh my god, I didn't color her earring.
You guys didn't remind Kimball.
How dare you.
Now it's complete.
And just doing a little once over. Oh, her teeth and mouth.
Can you end by showing us a few of the pieces you've been working on lately?
Like what?
I don't know. What have you been working on?
They're all downstairs. I've been drawing on the sofa.
I'm gonna go get them. I'm leaving you alone. You guys, I'm leaving you alone with Kimball.
Everybody let's all...
Don't let Kimball do anything rash.
Let's embrace this
while
moment
I'm
of
away.
silence while Rocky goes downstairs.
Whatever. Kimball's gonna sing to you the whole time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
La da 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 da.
That's a Poe reference.
Hello, hello. We do love Poe. See, this is why Rocky's here, because it's just so awkward. I get so caught up in the coloring that I forget to talk. And also, I'm just really bad at conversation. I can't even see comments, so if you're commenting, you know, love you. What'd you bring up?
I brought both of these.
Alright, so we're going to call her good. She's done. I don't know why this is so much easier to color than buildings. Like, doing, like, the building ones takes me forever. Okay, so we're going to slide that aside. Slide aside.
Robin says, do you guys always stream at the same time on Sundays? I know where I'll be.
Yes.
Come hang out.
Try and do it every Sunday at 7 p.m. London time, which is like 2 p.m. New York. So this is, if you ever watch Live It Like Lauren.
Here, I'll come up a bit higher here.
Why don't you come up a bit higher here?
Actually, I'll just take this off and film it.
Why don't you just take that off and film it?
Here we go. Sorry. Get your vertigo pills, guys.
Okay. Well, we'll turn it this way then.
Come around. Come around.
So anyway, watch her all the time. Love her. She's fun.
She has a YouTube channel. Live It Like Lauren.
Yeah. So I just sprayed a bunch of backgrounds one day, and then I go back through and add stuff. There's Taylor Swift. I did that as like a TikTok, which don't follow me on TikTok. I can't be bothered. Sketches.
Wait, what is that? Aphrodite's Tea Party?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is like a cat dress.
Oh, wait. I did totally miss that. How funny. I did not realize that. How cute. That would be such a cute dress.
I'm sure someone's
as long as they're always wearing it the same way.
Yeah.
It has to be on the left swoop.
And then that was like a drawing from Steven Universe, it's Pink Diamond. No, not Pink Diamond. Yeah, is it Pink Diamond? Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know, I'm just flipping through. These aren't new. This is a flower. I don't know. That was from a photo that I took of my friend.
I was going to say it looks like...
Veronica.
Yeah. How cute.
And then I just drew like a bigger version of the face. But I still wanted like cartoony stylized. Oh, God. I should show you the photo because it kind of looks like that, but like this looks like creepy. It's a photo of Rocky when he had like blue hair.
Robin says sexy tulip.
Oh, I know, right? And then for Pride, I did a whole bunch of just like rainbow faces. Plus, it's just good practice and good fun, really. That was from a photo of myself.
That's so cute. I love it.
Sometimes I like to draw myself. And that was another one. And I was using different colored pencils, like just seeing how they worked. These were like the pastel ones. Pretty.
What a soft moment she's having.
Oh, she's really thinking about it. Then I was like trying to do just like 2 or 3 colors.
So cute.
And then I was trying to do complementary colors.
You were doing like more vintagey pictures.
Yeah.
Robin says defying gravity.
Right. Not a fan of haute couture.
Oh my god, how funny.
Which I'm really not. It's great for like photos and stuff. In real life, no, I don't like it at all. That's a mixture of me and Frida Kahlo.
You can tell because...
Flowers, brow. That's kind of it for that.
And then Kimball, when we were in Boston, when I was traveling with IKEA, we went to a bookstore in Boston, and they had this Vermeer book.
Yes, good thing we're showing that, because I've had a few people ask.
Yeah.
God, there's so much crap in here. Like, not crap, but...
Whoa. We're not done.
Oh, you want to look at all of them?
Yeah, just
That's a lot, okay. That's me in a pumpkin costume.
Clearly. I like your little shoes.
Obviously. This was done, I did markers first, and then colored pencils over the top.
Cute. I love the sweater.
Yeah, me too. This was...
Oh, I know, that's World of Extra.
Yeah, World of Extra. Stan. That's me in a bat suit.
Oh my gosh.
Like, why wouldn't I wear that? Playing with complementary colors and markers.
She's upset.
Little girl in a dress.
She's like, fire scares me.
Yeah.
What is this?
That is tea service, obviously.
When did you do this? I don't remember this.
I don't know. A lot of these are from prompts from the Jane Davenport group.
Oh my gosh, her hair is so cool.
It's nail polish.
Is it really?
Yeah. Remember, I was like, oh, I want to buy that nail polish. I want to do it like mermaid scales, but it's like purple and green.
Wow, that's so cool. Amanda's got to go. Bye, Amanda.
Bye.
Sorry, you guys. We're just like waffling on now.
Rocky literally waved at the computer when he could have done this.
I was like, bye. I was waving at the microphone.
Oh. This was done with a pencil that had, like, the lead had a whole bunch of different rainbow pieces in it. So this is all done with, like, one pencil.
You know the kind.
Mm-hmm. Same with this one. Radiate positivity.
Do you?
I try.
Okay, good.
Just still playing around with that pencil. More with that pencil. I don't remember what this was. I mean, this is watercolor and inks in the background. Like, she's ink. This is watercolor and ink, maybe? And ink splats. I don't know. Kind of the same idea.
So pretty.
Softer colors. Ew,
it almost looks like a stone or something, the texture.
Yeah.
You have this very interesting... Yeah, so cool.
Page that has yet to be painted on.
That's my art page.
It'll become something. Hey, I'm super happy. Can I get you something from the...
She's like, welcome back to Dallas Morning News.
Oh, I was thinking more like Dairy Queen. But
okay, well,
she seems like a teenager that, her first job, she's excited about it. Playing with that rainbow pencil again and a pen.
So pretty. Completely finished, I can tell.
Yep. Colored pencils and pen. Truth. Sticking her tongue inside of her cheek. I think the prompt was tongue in cheek. So I took it literal. I think that was from a Megan Fox photo.
Makes sense.
Doodling with just pens.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's egg on your face, but I gave myself a little egg hat.
Robin says, I hope you reattempt your tarot deck.
I may. I have... You should... They're there.
There's a couple of them that we had, like, low-res versions of them from way back in the day. This was the moon. And we have the star as well. One second.
they're drawn like these are characters that Rocky and I made up.
Yeah, they're original characters. I just feeling your deck now would be stellar.
And that's that. Okay, so then
So sorry.
we'll just go. That's fine. We'll just go through this. Probably not the whole thing.
No.
I mean, it's
So it's a Vermeer book, but the paper in it, when we looked at it, was just so gorgeous.
like
the paper.
it has two different types. So there's this kind, which is fabulous when I do watercolors and stuff, and then there's like not fab. Like I'll just take this page out eventually.
What is he doing?
He's trying to get a tit out.
Naughty.
Did you fart?
No.
I don't know about that.
Promise.
Okay. Bearded dude.
Whoa, crazy. That's so metallic.
Yeah, it's like shiny. The Shinnons.
Okay.
I just did this one. So I painted the back. Oh, so the paper's like this, which it's kind of hard to paint on that. Colored pencils are great, but it's very see-through. Obviously, you'll see all the writing. So I did like
Gesso.
Well, this is Jane Davenport. Her paints are always matte, so you can draw and stuff on top of them really easily. And these are with her original ones, which you can't get anymore. But now she has a gesso, which is so much better. Like they're both fantastic, but the gesso is really nice for working on top. This is a page that will be done
that's a
Sunday.
future art page.
Yeah, it's got some like shiny silver in it.
By the way, if you guys do have to run, we totally understand. Thank you for sticking with us. He's just doing this for fun, so we appreciate you guys watching.
Just show you some of my older artwork. Why not? This is from a stencil that made it my own.
I think it's good, especially if you guys are new here. You can see like what Kimball's art style's like.
Background. I might try doing like Sennelier oil pastels on a background like this. Because I usually go really muted when I do pastels, and it'd be fun to have like a crazy background. I did that on a live.
It's fun.
I did that on a live. I like the shiny gold squares.
Even that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it's just like leftover paint. Her face was creepy. I remember when we covered it.
You're like, you're done.
I don't. Some of them are upside down. I don't know why.
Kimball forgot what way up is.
Well, it's because on this side it had this, and I didn't want to tear it off, so I was just doing it on the back side. And if I did, like...
We get it.
Yeah, whatever. God, I love the neon colors. Scales. Because she's a mermaid, obviously.
She's like, why can't I be in the Vermeer book?
Because you're a Derico drawing. What else do we got? I know there's more in here. It's just very sporadic and random.
Oh my gosh. So cool.
Rogue, because why wouldn't I have, like, hello?
X-Men, hello.
But more importantly, Jean Grey, alright, okay. She's my favorite.
That's so stunning.
Gotta love the bright colors. I overworked it and tore the paper right there, so I was very upset.
She got a mole, it's fine. She's just got a beauty mark.
There. So, if I ever do a digital thing of this and make like a cover and sell it on Amazon.
Photoshop.
Drawing of me. I
Cute.
heard a click. Did you just click off something?
Kieran says, love her. No.
Oh, that's good.
I'm trying to keep up with comments because they pop up really fast on my phone.
Oh. There's like a nice gold fine tech splatter.
So fun.
Gotta like the fun. Love the
They
fine
should call
tech.
it Fun Tech.
Oh my god.
Fine Tech, Fun Tech.
So I drew it in my style like a long time ago, like an exaggerated version of my style. And then I redrew it in Jane Davenport's style, which is a little more put together and elegant, but whatever. It was fun. It's fun to like try and do stuff in other people's styles. Oh, there's Moxie.
That's our original character, Moxie Joe.
I like the little button. That was a stamp. She cute. That's it.
Getting to the end. Nice. All right, Kimball. So let's see the piece for today. Oh,
Ta-da!
Kimball.
Yeah, baby.
Another one for the fridge.
I'm probably not. The fridge is pretty empty. It's got some wedding invites on it.
For how many things we put on the fridge, there's nothing there.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. So, thank you all for hanging out with us. I know it went a little extra long tonight. I mean, yikes. But yeah, I do appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good time. Thanks for chatting with us. I really enjoyed it. It makes the time fly by.
Chris says, love you both as well, Kimmy. Amanda says, gorgeous, Kimball.
Thanks.
And Robin says, I love Vermeer. His paintings always looked like he used ancient Polaroid camera. Those deer in the headlights poses. And Amanda says, gotta go. Grandson hyper.
Jeez.
Do you like do you like Prisma markers or Copic from Penny?
I have tried Copic once. They're fine. I have not tried the Prisma or Pro markers. I just use Ohuhu because they're affordable, and I think alcohols are somewhat all made the same. I think Copic just has a wider range of the very pale colors, which you can't really find in a lot of other brands.
Mm.
But when it comes to actually laying down the colors, I think they're all pretty similar, but I like Ohuhu's.
Karen says, love her. Could be talking about anyone.
Me.
Talking about Kimball. Miss Linux says, thanks for sharing. Always fun to hang out with the two of you, even as a fat lurker. What?
Ooh, a lurker.
Could be any kind of lurker. We don't mind.
I lurked that.
Trisha says, wonderful artwork. Night, night. Kisses. And then Robin says, so happy to have connected with you guys. Same. Nice to meet you, Robin.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it. Good job,
Right.
Kimball.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We'll see you next week. I'll probably continue doing lives. I had thought about just doing, like, filming the whole video and then just uploading it as opposed to doing lives all the time, because then I talk about what I'm doing as I'm doing it a little bit more so, and Rocky doesn't interrupt.
I don't interrupt. I just add to the conversation.
I don't know. People go back and forth, so I was trying to think of, like, if I just did that, then some people might like that. Not all the time. Just sometimes. So, I don't know. I doubt I'll probably just keep doing lives because it's more fun this way. So, yeah.
The more people that come over, the better it is. Like, the more we can chat with people. It's a lot
For
more
sure.
fun. And also, we like getting to know people and what they like, too, so...
Getting to know you.
Penny says, love the lives and the two of you chatting. Yay!
Me too.
Thanks, Penny.
All right, well, we should be off. You have a little bit more. You can work for like 2 more
Everyone
hours.
needs to go to bed.
Yeah, it's
It's a work day tomorrow.
It's after 8:30. I'm exhausted.
All right.
Actually, I'm probably gonna go downstairs and watch. I watched Positano, so I like Positano Diaries. I already watched. Oh, Tyler and Todd will be uploading in half an hour. Watch that.
Robin says you're the interactive Bob Ross of the 21st century.
Oh my God, so much pressure. Where's my scenery that I'm painting?
Where do you have like a squirrel friend? We need to get you a squirrel friend.
I probably have a squirrel ornament.
If we cut your hair, we could do like chia pet hair.
Speaking of, I should let my hair dry.
I know, same. Well, mine is down.
Oh God, I tied it in a knot.
Whoops!
Oh no!
That's gonna be a fun project
I got
for
it.
us now. Okay, never mind. All right, guys.
Remember that.
We don't know how to end videos. We just don't. That's
We just
part
say
of our
goodbye
thing.
300 times until, we just click the button off.
We're like, you guys hang up first. You hang up. Anyway, okay, bye.
Let's go.
Have
Bye,
a good week. We'll see you
guys.
next week.
Mwah. I blew a kiss, but Rocky's finger's in the way.